Ramen just gonna steal that first stock right now.
And that's a really good way to edge guard Cloud. You know, people forget that the soft spot of like Falcon Knee is such like a good active hitbox that can just poke and shove people down a little bit further. But now that's Captain Falcon off stage in the corner and just double jumping back on so aggressively.
It's true. All right. This matchup can be weird just because Falcon's advantage is really good here. Cloud has the tools to really keep Falcon out, but once Falcon gets in, man, Cloud is big. He's, I believe, a fast faller, so it's very easy to keep the combos going on him, and keeping him in disadvantage is also relatively easy as well. That was insane. You saw that right there. Poncho tried to let the limit cross slash rip right there, but jab actually fast enough to punish in the interim of that right there.
And oh my goodness, what
Mamma mia.
Ramen's doing really well right now, just edge guarding Poncho constantly, and when he's fighting against Cloud, that's really the best thing that you could actually ask for in this kind of a matchup, but finally finds the jump in. I love the patience that Ramen had, just waiting for the projectile to come out, reacting to it, and then full hopping in.
All right. Nice little Tiger Woods golf swing to wrap up that first stock right there, though, for Poncho. But one more good Falcon combo. I mean, Poncho's already at 80%, even with limit on deck. Poncho's gonna have to play super solidly, just keep walling out Ramen and really not let them in any way. Because once Falcon's in, he's a house guest that does not leave. He overstays his welcome. He eats all your food.
He's doing a whole lot. It's been 5 days past Thanksgiving, but we gotta go home already. And oh my goodness, the connection may be getting a little bit choppy right now. Not gonna be like going for like a down tilt or anything, just trying to maybe shield it. But yeah, this is looking really tough with Poncho. Just about anything can take this right now.
Yeah.
And again, like with the early drop shields.
I like Ramen's patience here, just waiting. Tried to go for the command grab up B right there. Not going to quite get it. But the Falcon kick, a fantastic burst option, is going to get Ramen that game one. And I got to say, that was. I felt like Poncho wasn't doing a bad job. It's just that Ramen was doing such a good job and advantage. Like, those edge guards were fantastic. Just the way he was playing neutral was good, or they were playing neutral was good. It's just really solid Falcon gameplay, honestly.
I just feel like if Poncho wasn't like getting too many turns to play, I feel like Ramen was constantly with punishing them, but Poncho was just never really able to connect a lot of their hits. I feel like playing really grounded as Cloud is, you know, it's going to be quite dangerous, right? Because a lot of things that Cloud looks for, a lot of falling backers, a lot of falling forwarders, a lot of cross slashes require you to jump, and we didn't really see Poncho commit to that at all.
Playing reactively online is tough, obviously. Cloud, though, I feel like played best when played reactively. He has options to call out full hops in front of you. Like cross slash has a pretty tall initial hitbox that you can catch your opponents with. We weren't really seeing a lot of aerial spacing from Poncho. It was more so Poncho on the back foot most of the time, trying to get an aerial here or there, but Ramen managing to really make mincemeat of Poncho every time they found their way in. So.
Mincemeat? That's an awfully British thing.
Minced them.
Minced them.
Schleiched them and diced them.
Yeah. I don't feel like we really call ground beef mincemeat here, Sean. That was a little. It caught me off guard.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Good. I'm glad.
Just can't use words anymore, I suppose.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all.
So we're just waiting. We're just waiting for them to get ready for the next game.
I'm trying to see these stage strikes. Battlefield. Okay, we're banning Battlefield, Town, and Yoshi's. Yoshi, that's off the table. We're gone. Gonzo. Goodbye. Where for Cloud? I still think triplats are pretty good for on the table for Cloud. So,
I feel like Cloud doesn't even really have bad stages like that either. Just sometimes Cloud might want like a little bit more space so that he can get away with freely jumping, especially against somebody with so much burst like Captain Falcon. So, you know, the bans at Town might have been like a pretty good choice, but we'll see where they end up running it back to. And it seems like we're going to be going small battlefield.
Okay. Good stage for Cloud. My bad for saying triplats were on the table before. They were actually off the table with those bans, with Battlefield and Yoshi's, I believe, being the only legal triplats here this time around. But small battlefield, still a solid stage for Cloud. It's still pretty solid for Falcon. Honestly, Falcon, I'd say the only stage that doesn't super favor Falcon is going to be FD, just because platform extensions for Falcon are like incredible for extending that amazing advantage he has.
Up airs and just being able to land and then just catch somebody's air dodge, I feel like it's a very fundamental portion of Falcon's game plan. So small battlefield is definitely not going to be a stage that that Ramen's going to be upset about going.
All right, though, we're getting right back into it here. I feel like Poncho just needs to play, use those aerials more. Stop trying to use laggy moves like side B to really call out Falcon, because Falcon online can be kind of hard to react to with how fast he is. I like to see stuff like that. That was good.
Yeah, finally, finding, a really good up B out of shield. I feel like a lot of the time Ramen was getting away with swinging on Poncho shield a little bit, so just really got to make sure that you're finding those. But, oh no, that was a misinputted, dash up neutralizer.
We are seeing Poncho doing a lot better of a job this time around. We do get that first grab out, though, from Ramen. Whiffs the last falling up air, and the limit is also going to be whiffed as well, so kind of a little back and forth in terms of who could whiff it, punish each other a little bit worse right there, but...
And oh my goodness, that Golan was so smart because Ramen just only eating the back hit of the up smash was still going to be sticking onto the stock for a little bit longer, trying to find a way to be able to catch Poncho's landing, gets one up air, but oh geez, they're both kind of fighting through this connection a bit.
I know both of them have land too, just based on past weeks, St. Peter's and Ryder haven't really had connection issues. I know there were other times where they had land adapter issues, but it looks like they've blown past it and done a lot better this time around in terms of seeing who they can hook up with a Switch that is able to get wired internet here. But it's still college internet. We're getting to the end of the semester. That means everyone probably at the campus is using that bandwidth up.
That early up B was so smart from Poncho. Ramen was just not ready for it at all, and then just ended up getting scooped to the blast zone. That was awesome.
Oh yeah. Alright, though, the sneaky little Nair going to be taking off that stock there, bringing us down to even. I already like the gameplay adjustment from Poncho. Just trying to really call out Ramen's approaches a lot of the time. Still, that Raptor boost is going to be able to find its way in. I'm surprised that didn't connect, given that Raptor boost does have a little bit of armor on it.
I'm actually, I was going to say the same exact thing, because of all things, you don't really expect the jab to be able to stop Raptor Boost in its tracks, but just finding the F tilt. I feel like a lot of Ramen's game plan right now is just dashing up, sitting in shield, waiting for Poncho to jump with an aerial. I feel like Poncho could be just sort of abusing some of Cloud's frame data and safety on shield a bit more.
Caught every single landing. I think Poncho got caught trying to hang on to that limit a little bit. As a Cloud player, you want to hang on to your limit to see if you can get recovered back to stage after you are glowing blue. But Ramen caught the landing towards ledge every time in the combo. Oh my god. Yo.
I feel like getting hit by that, sometimes falling up in knee is a thing. A lot of the time, it's not. You really got to just be mashing air dodge. And Cloud doesn't have a particularly slow one, so...
That went really well for Poncho until it didn't. I'm pretty sure that was true at that point. That falling up air on that platform, I'm pretty sure that's a true combo right there for Falcon.
Sometimes it depends. But I'm more curious about that second stock and why Poncho ended up dying so early.
So
if I had to guess, some of the DI on Poncho, and maybe the fact that they inputted a directional air dodge, I believe, at the end. So take a look, right? So they get hit, and then they get hit again, and then this final one at 82% at this point. This guy shouldn't have killed. So let's go take a look at what happened.
Maybe, I don't know. It's pretty out there.
It's gonna be directional air dodge. Has to be. Well, I guess I missed it. Let's try that again.
See ya.
let's try that again, maybe.
Yeah, so dash attack getting called out. I don't know if there was a double jump left here. I feel like Ramen was already threatening the edge guard after that dash attack. Yeah, there it is.
There it is, baby. Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Was that an air dodge just backwards?
Well, you always directional air dodge a little bit.
When you're on the cusp of the edge of the stage like that, your hurt box might be able to expand off your air dodge as well. And I believe if you touch the blast zone with any part of your hurt box, you're just dead.
Well, this is the directional air dodge. The momentum stopped quickly for a second. So what happened was if you directional air dodge in, it actually pushes you the opposite direction a little bit before. So you kind of end up going like this, instead of just a straight arrow this way.
That's a see you later, alligator.
Yeah, and then you just die.
You're just dead.
You're just dead.
Pretty tragic right there for Poncho, but Ramen going to be putting up St. Peter's an excellent 6 points to start us off here in this crew battle.
And definitely no better way it could have gone for Ramen. So already putting them 6 points above Rider University. So while we do wait for the next set to fill up, just want to say, hey, Hope everybody's enjoying the show thus far. We're going to be cutting to a quick little break in between the matches because we are in it for the long call today. We're going to be on the mics till 11 p.m., so don't go anywhere quite yet. We're going to be back in a couple of minutes. Alrighty, my little PogChamps, welcome back. We got the second match between Rider University and St. Peter's coming on up. I believe we are going to be seeing Ricardo going up against Majestic.
They didn't do their bans yet.
Okay. They're taking a minute to ban. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, so in the first game that we saw between these two schools, right, we saw Ramen going up against Poncho. It was a pretty dominant win on Ramen's behalf, you know, taking a double 2-stock, really putting on 6 points onto the board for St. Peter's. St. Peter's is a school with like the 3 Captain Falcon mains, right? That's also good calling it out.
That's right. Correct. So I think all of them are like the first 3 in the lineup too. I think they're literally just going to deploy the Falcon Force first before they deploy the Cuffster and Mr. Senor Cinco points.
It's such a funny lineup each time. It just gets me.
They just do it. They just really do that.
They just do it. They threw out Ricardo, they threw out Sky, and then you got DDD and Byleth of all characters. So it's really specific. So going up against St. Peter, you really got to make sure that you know the Captain Falcon matchup. And Majestic, I believe. Majestic is the Mega Man.
Mega Man. Yep.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about Mega Man Falcon?
Mega Man Falcon is weird because like Falcon is one of those characters that can just descend upon you and break zone really efficiently. But I feel like if Majestic is playing really like campy or just trying to really chip away at Falcon and playing super evasive, I think it could be pretty favorable for Majestic. Because Falcon, albeit being a very strong advantage state character, has pretty glaring weaknesses in his disadvantage.
And especially offstage against Mega Man. Mega Man has like a plethora of tools to be able to punish Captain Falcon just by virtue of the fact that he can A, double jump and then B, up B, and that's about it. So a lot of falling down airs are going to be nice and safe. Like sometimes just drop onto the ledge, hold on to it, and drop down, double jump back in is going to be one of your best friends because that thing is big, that thing is active, and that thing will kill you at like 90 to 100% if you're Captain Falcon offstage. Not to mention sending you at a nasty angle.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see what the bans are now that we've deliberated for some time. I think they're good to go. We're starting with PS2. Never mind.
They asked for PS2. We ended up going through all that. Wait.
Amen.
And then they just ended up gentlemening to PS2 anyways.
That's right.
Yeah, so, you know, PS2 always going to be, like, a little bit scary against Captain Falcon. He's going to, like, play really patiently in mid-range. He's just going to, you know, wait for that one opening, get in there with side B, get a bunch of up airs happening, and just try to mix you into oblivion. And always, like, I'm pretty entertained from St. Peter about, like, the differences stylistically between each of the Falcons.
Ricardo, I'd say, is one of the stronger ones, being pretty much a dominant force in previous seasons of EGF. But Mega Man, always a very big thorn in the side to many players. A lot of people don't really know the matchup too well, given that he does play a little bit more unorthodox than most of the cast. Even in mention of being a zoner as well. But Ricardo seems to be getting something started up here already. Just, you see those down airs coming out. Ricardo wants this game done with already.
Oh, and Ricardo going to be missing the attack, but going right into Majestic. I like the idea for dash attack for coverage, but really doesn't give you all that much reward right about now. And oh, jeez.
See a little bit of hiccups here and there, you know, but looks like it's weird because it's just like one hiccup and then they're just going right into it after that. But either way, Majestic doing a very good job of playing kind of this hit and run play style right now, just shooting projectiles and then repositioning once, you know, something, a potential option by Ricardo can be threatened.
And now Q's going to be electric up, does not actually catch like a high recovery with the F smash. That up B was so aggressive and trying to keep themselves safe with the down air, but Captain Falcon going to be fast enough to be able to get there in time. Now Ricardo needs a way to be able to get out of the corner, and I like that down B. Just in plenty of time to punish the F smash.
Uh-oh,
indeed.
SpaghettiOs. I think it was just us that got booted.
It's one of those days.
Yeah, all right. So it seems like, you know, these things happen. We've been around the block once or twice. It's already 8 weeks in. We already know what we know. So, in the meantime, just gonna shoot to a quick break until this game gets finished. I'll see you around soon, kids. Haha, didn't see you there. Sorry. What's up, guys? Welcome back to EGF Season 3. Week 8. The last week we have, unfortunately. We had a little bit of a technical difficulties, you know.
Sean, if you don't cut it out, I am
Smash
going
said,
to lose
oh,
it.
you want me to work? Hi, I'm gonna work. And then it didn't work. So, but some points, see, some extra points pouring into St. Peter's right there. That's because Ricardo did the thing with Falcon. And he managed to put some points on the board for St. Peter's right there. So game 1 went to actually Ricardo. I don't know what happened. Someone could have SD'd. Someone's fingers could have fell off mid-game. We wouldn't know. We had no idea
We
what
could
was
if we
going
just
on.
asked them. You just shoot
It's
them
true.
as a
Hey, yo,
package,
you good? Your fingers good, homie?
Yeah. Just be real polite about it.
Hey,
You don't want
part-
somebody to get all those business. But yeah, it seems like Ricardo was able to take game 1 for Majestic,
By
really
one
putting them at a
stop.
7-0 point lead, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty solid. I wish we would have something a little bit more to say about how that game went, but unfortunately, with how this game is with the connection, sometimes
Mr. Sakurai doesn't know what netcode is. He's like, he looks at netcode and he's like,
netcode.
I don't know what that is. And he just walks away, and then the whole staff is like, that's what happened. That's how netcode in this game was made.
Precisely. In the meantime, also, while I do also have a second before the match starts, Magi free summit. That's all.
Get Magi in a summit. Really good Falco player. One of the best players in Melee to be doing it right now. Makes top 8s pretty regularly. So if there's any player that would actually be a good person to vote in for summit, she's a good personality. She's super entertaining. She's a fantastic player. Definitely, consider throwing some votes her way because she's beaten players such as Mango. The number 1 player of all time. Magi beat him. Magi
did it. Yeah, also that's so cool, by the way, Mango being the
yeah,
number
he
1
deserved
player
it,
of all
bro.
time.
He deserved it.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 1. I'm a big Mango fan.
I can't wait for the Melee Summit, honestly. I feel like
It's gonna be so hype. And Melee Summits are always so good.
The commentary, always
It's
just
so good. Honestly, the last summit for Ultimate had really good commentary as well. IMO. In my opinion. In my onion.
We're waiting.
Yeah, we're waiting. You can't tell. We're trying to figure out what's going on here. Come on, Smashville, baby. Alright.
Alright. Mega Man opting to go for Smashville. I think that's a little bit interesting.
Good, odd counter pick for Mega Man. I don't really see a lot of Mega Mans go to town, or not, sorry, to Smashville, just because it's kind of small. That overarching platform doesn't really offer a lot for Mega Man to be able to shark landings, I feel like. Falcon likes less space traditionally. He likes to scrap, he likes to interact, so... Curious to see what the rationale there was. Maybe there was a forgotten ban. Yoshi's, Lilat, and Kalos were banned. So it just mostly seems like a classic case of the I don't want to get cheesed, or I just want normal stages, not any of these counterpick nonsense stages. But either way, they're certainly hopping into it.
This connection's looking a little bit difficult right now. Like Ricardo's messing up some really important low percent bread and butters right that you're always looking for down through a neutral, and honestly you can't really blame them. And oh my goodness, what a spike! But luckily Majestic just holding in, drifting in, and was just able to not just to hit the stage.
Oh god. Oh boy. All right. Big punish attempts here by Ricardo, but nothing going to really connect. Majestic just trying to get this damage off, and I have a feeling we're going to be swiftly escorted out of this game once again very soon.
We're still in there, though. We're still hanging out, and I like the way that Ricardo threatened with the double jump for solo recovery. Was not able to find an up tilt there just in case Majestic wants to get a little bit greedy with it. I don't believe up tilt is capable of 2 flaming since it only hits on top, and what a full hop.
Raw.
Wow. That was just God. That was just a God.
It's raw. Uh-oh. A little bit of stutters here and there. I don't know if there's going to be a call for some sort of lag test or something like that. This is just how it is.
The
on this earth.
symptoms are all over the place. Is it a test
boy.
even necessary?
I don't know.
Jeez. It's one of those days.
We're back in it. Hold on.
The game is on its last legs. The game is struggling.
Netcode was built with sticks and paper.
But you know what it has? It has tape holding it together.
That's right.
And by the power of said tape, we're here, we're watching those two players still play. We have not been booted from the arena. What an amazing Metal Blade into back air. Not able to find the F smash quite yet. I feel like Majestic is always releasing them just a little bit too late. Maybe charging them a little bit too much.
Ooh, wow, that could have been very bad for Ricardo off of that, because you don't want to hit that Raptor boost too early, because even if you do have drift forward, it's kind of hard for Falcon to make it back sometimes when committing to that, because you don't get another jump out of that. Once you do your side B, that's it.
And oh, this is going to be so huge. Did they find Elisa on the platform? Yes, they do, but then just ends up dropping down and not going for another rising aerial. I feel like that could have been such big damage for Ricardo, but what a jump call out. Surprisingly not dead yet.
Living. Yeah, for real. It's always astounding. I mean, Falcon is a big muscly guy, you know, he's pretty heavy. That back throw will be able to polish it off though at 150. And Majestic just trying to be as hard to hit as possible at this point. You know, at 60, it's pretty high percent to be against, especially against Falcon, where you still have some very reliable confirms in stomp knee, as well as stomp to back air, or really anything your imagination desires at that point. So Majestic's gonna have to really be careful, because we can see Ricardo sharking with these double jumps, looking to catch where Majestic is pressing buttons to get down there.
I love the upbeat, but it's gonna be like it's really really loose. It's only if you catch like somebody like mashing an A button that's not like too active, or if somebody just chooses not to edge dodge at all. Beautiful spike there. That's how you edge guard Falcon.
I don't think Ricardo was definitely knowing of that down air coming to hit him, because we saw him patrolling towards the edge of ledge, and it hit like just grazed Falcon's elbow right there, and it's, Majestic still managed to pick up the stock off of that. Caught sleeping at the wheel.
Ricardo just been really ambiguous with the drift, able to land successfully, but gonna be eating that side B, and now all of a sudden this is looking like a really, really good lead for Majestic right about now. Ricardo keeps on going through these up tilts at the ledge.
Didn't catch, but one thing that will catch is that command grab right there. Oh, Ricardo gets the back air. This is going to be a free down air. Is there going to be a big combo here? Tries to go for the knee. Is going to be able to make it back, thankfully. Majestic not really want to try and counter edge guard right there, especially after the up B has been used. Just saying, get me out of there.
Yeah, and all of a sudden this is looking like a really even game right now. Getting the spike hit because the percent is a little bit too late. Falcons can get such huge punishes. If it actually like doesn't send you into tumble and it just grounds them. But right now, Ricardo just needs a way to be able to get out of this corner.
Oof. Wow, tried to punish with the raw knee there, not gonna quite get it. Does have Majestic in another edge guard situation. Tries to go for this command grab up B again. Really only something you want to go for when someone's chilling on the platform, but stomp knee, again, a very generous confirm, especially on characters like Mega Man. At that point, Ricardo, albeit through the fire and the flames of the internet connection, gonna be taking it home for St. Peter's in this second game. So now putting up St. Peter's to a very impressive 10 points right there. And the Falcon Force is just showing that they're very dominant, Dara.
Yeah, just already putting in so many points for St. Peter's. You gotta know this matchup. You really gotta know what Captain Falcon's always gonna be looking for. I will say though, even though Ricardo did like a really good job, of course, you know, they were the ones who win this set. A really big thing that you need to remember is that in this game, up tilt does not hit below the ledge. If you were to look at a hitbox visualization of it, the hitbox stops at basically what is knee height for Captain Falcon, and it won't go any lower than that. So all of those up tilts, like I wanna like show exactly like where on the previous replay, like where the hitbox ends. So let's so let's go back a couple of frames really quick. Boop. And put it in slow-mo for us. So this is where the hitbox ends. Right here. Right about here. This is actually, I believe, unable to hit any 2-frame animation in the entire game. It does not sink below enough, and at this point there is no active hitbox. So, and the hitbox only, if you were to look at a visualization of it, it only ends around here. So, not a whole lot that you can actually do with that. A much more common option in that situation would be going for down tilt, which is able to hit below the ledge for a good chunk of the cast.
Up tilt, albeit still decent to catch recoveries that do slightly go above the ledge, but I definitely agree that down tilt is just a far more reliable 2-frame tool. Even though the edge of Falcon's foot slightly pops above the ledge, the hitbox is still able to cover. So I agree. I think while being, and it's also faster. Down tilt is active on frame 11, which means it's just a few frames faster than up tilt. So definitely, if you're trying to 2-frame with Falcon, or better yet, polish up your 2-frame down airs. 2-frame down air is such a reliable tool. You can just spike people through the platform. You don't even have to go for a committed edge
with
guard.
the way that like Nick C integrates down airs, he just sits there and down airs at the ledge, and it doesn't matter how many times he misses it. Also, that is the most active hitbox Captain Falcon really has to like decently 2-frame you, because that is active on frames like 16 through 18. So that is 16, 17, 18, 3 total frames, whereas down tilt is only active on 11 and 12. Right? So you can go for a lot of down airs if you want like something that's maybe a little bit more execution heavy. Down tilt is like typically your safety choice in that situation, and up tilt's only really good for if you know somebody's going to jump over the ledge. But I feel like that has never really been established, and it was never really used at times where somebody would go for a high recovery.
It's pretty big too down air, honestly. I'm looking at the hitbox right now. It starts at Falcon's like butt and goes all the way down below his feet. So like it's pretty generous if you're able to hit it.
Yeah, you can get like the side hitbox and hit people out to the side. All the hitboxes of down air are so useful ultimately. But with that being said, we will be once again cutting to a little break as we do wait for the next match to be nice and ready. So don't go anywhere quite yet, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Hello, my little pug chimps. Welcome back. As usual, we got a next match ready. Queuing up, we got Sky representing St. Peter's playing Captain Falcon, baby. Going up against O'Swizzle. Every time I hear O'Swizzle's tag, I'm like,
Oh, Sweezel. He's Irish.
So disappointed.
They're Irish.
Are they? Did you ask for that, Sean?
O' Swizzle.
It's not like that in the spreadsheet. It doesn't even
I
have
know,
an
I'm
option
just
for
pranking.
it.
It's just a little prank.
Just a little prank.
Got
Yeah.
pranked. Anyway, Kirby Falcon, doesn't look too fun for Kirby.
Falcon hard.
That's true,
I feel
too.
Like Kirby tracks him so well, especially just down B and down in. Captain Falcon doesn't really have a lot of tools with dealing with it, so a lot of the game plan for Swizzle is going to be, hey, how can I get my low percent combos on Falcon, which is very easy considering his weight and the fact that he's a fast faller, and then how quickly can I get him off stage after I've established 60%.
That being said, though, Kirby, he's a round little orbular, horrible airspeed character that he is. Falcon can really do a lot to put the hurt on Kirby. Like, edge guarding is very powerful, but Falcon's combo game is super good when he can manage to get in even a little bit. We need to see if O'Swizzle can get these low percent combos, really go for these trips, because Sky is definitely going to be approaching from the air most of the time. So maybe some anti-airs like up smashes or
up smashes and
or
uppies. I feel like have been O'Swizzle's biggest anti-airs this game so far, and just air to airs in general. That thing is just Cloud up B plus a projectile, except not as good, but it still does the job in this context, right? And Sky is getting constantly called out for these jumps. You gotta be patient, though. You gotta wait that second hitbox.
Woo! Luckily, Sky not being much higher in the air. Gonna get clipped by that down B right there. That was really good by O'Swizzle. Sky is definitely gonna have to watch out the jumps and maybe shark for landings a little bit more. Down B is a really high committal option because if Kirby does hit, it's a big reward, but if Kirby misses, there's a good frame window after Kirby gets out of being solid
Oh my goodness.
that you can punish him on.
Kirby
And that
died.
dare.
He just died.
Dare off the top. Just a little off the top.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
your cut G.
That's the best way to really try to punish up B. Just abuse the fact that it's very vulnerable right on top of it. So you want to get as high as possible and then just like hit Kirby while you're descending, or you want to catch Kirby in that like brief vulnerability when he does hit his apex. So either really like well-spaced falling aerials, or like, you know, some rising ones are going to be your best friend here. But now we're seeing Sky go for like a lot more dash shields, mixing up, you know, landings with double jumps, and O'Swizzle's not finding a lot of hits.
Alright, though Sky trying to play this cautiously, not trying to land directly where O'Swizzle's sharking landings, and you can see some frustration being mounted on O'Swizzle as they try to keep picking Sky out of the air.
Wow.
That was an incredible call out from Sky right there, though, with the uppy. And yet Kirby's airspeed is that bad. If you catch Kirby just relying on double jumps too much, Falcon can totally just do that because Kirby has to wait a little bit to get where he wants to be.
And wow, you really have to respect those buttons on your shield. What a spot dodge!
that's
Sky
crazy.
just understood that situation beautifully. That's the best defensive option that they possibly could have. And now you have to recover. And O'Swizzle does not go off stage with the down B. That was a big mistake.
Okay. Was a little patient waiting for the air dodge right there, but perhaps a bit too patient, missing the punish window right there. Sky is looking to be on the verge of a 3-stock here. So O'Swizzle at 56 has to get back to stage. The counter edge guard does get attempted, and it's successful.
Yeah, it's like one of those upbeats that you always have to remember that Kirby is able to cheat a little tiny bit, right? And Kirby, of course, being so light, up here sends a little bit too far. Sky! Sky!
If at first it don't succeed, try again. That was
so
OD.
funny. That was just hilarious.
That was 3 knees.
Okay, ready?
Boop. Sour spot 1. All right. I'll try again. Sour spot 2. All right. I got it this time for sure, right? Boom! Goodbye.
And Kirby just I'm trying to get like a good enhance. There you
Kirby's
go.
terrified. Kirby's like, oh God. Oh Lord.
Devin, can you cue the sound effect of Toad, please?
Ow.
Ah, damn it.
Or Nord.
Normally on the Xeno streams, we have like a sound effect that would play. Like of Toad screaming. But I guess I could replicate it. Ah! That's the best I got.
Poor O'Swizzle. And Sky takes one more game. This pretty much is already in the coffin for Ryder. And all it took was 3 Falcons, apparently.
Man, I love replay. I love the replay feature that we have.
Replay feature's pretty cool.
We have it better than everybody else. Every time I am on a stream and we do not have a replay feature, I'm like, damn, I missed this. Because what other stream does that? Nobody. That's right. Just being able to zoom in on somebody and just seeing Kirby die is so funny.
True.
It's so good. It's good. It's free
R.I.P.
content.
Kirby.
This game is... People forget this game has so many slept-on animations, keyframes, and like particle effects, you know. And when you really like slow it down and look at it like that, the game can be really beautiful sometimes.
It's a kooky,
you know?
crazy game we play, and cast and commentate and exist within. Pretty crazy out here.
But yeah, with that being said, I believe that is going to be even more points for the Team Captain Falcon, you know, already.
Team Captain Falcon.
I mean, look at them, look at them. They've already got 12-0, all with straight Captain Falcon wins.
It's like in Melee when you're doing classic mode versus Team Captain Falcon. There's like 8 million Captain Falcons you have to kill before you get to the next level. That's literally what Rider University has to do right now to get themselves through this, but Sky is on a tirade. And Sky is a player that has improved every single week we've seen them, honestly.
Oh my lord, what a dash dance too, Sky. Sky, slow it down, bud. And again, I feel like the biggest challenge is like, how do you actually catch all of Sky's jumps? Sky keeps going for it because they're not being hard called out for it. That up B is going to be good, but it's such a soft punish. And it really doesn't seem like Kirby always has the tools to get like hard, big combos, hard, big punishes at that position, since Kirby relies on like a lot of grounded combos.
Kirby plays pretty well grounded as well. Oh my god, that knee though, just calling it out. Sky is a metal detector with these knees right here, as they seem to be finding every single one they've been throwing out, whether it's a sour spot or a sweet spot. And just this ground movement of Swizzle's trying to land constantly aggressively, and Sky is just anticipating the landing every single time.
Sky keeps going for these knees, dude. It's so funny. And you bet that we're gonna zoom in on every single one. just to see how Kirby's face changes over the course of the game. And I like the up B idea once again, because like as Kirby, you really don't want to be air dodging in that position. You have to go for a lot of jumps.
Getting the jump stolen. A little too much dip on your chip right there when it comes to Sky.
Tries to go for like a drag down forward, but just like missing some of the multi-hits. Sky was a little bit too high up. Swizzle a little bit too low to the ground. That down B is going to be able to kill thanks to a little bit of helpful DI from Swizzle. Wow.
I think that Kirby screen splat is actually a reference to a Kirby game itself, where Kirby can get like boxing gloved into the screen. Kirby just like smashes flat across the screen. Either way, though, the big fist, really good for anticipating and catching landings right there. Excellent F smash right there from Sky. That'll pretty much put the final nail in the coffin as the Falcon Force 5 puts Rider University in the dirt. That was ridiculous.
Okay, I want to see some of these kills again because they were pretty good. So we're gonna pause on every single time Kirby dies. Oh, that was so good. Like before Kirby just like caught on fire.
A knuckle sandwich. Kirby eating that fist.
Okay, next one. What do we got? Which kill was this? This was the first one. The catch with the knee.
Boom! That was a great catch too in anticipation on the landing. You don't really see knees ever that high. Kirby's also just like alarmed. Like Kirby's never upset or like angry. Kirby's just alarmed every time he gets hit.
He's like, wow, that hit me.
Wowza! I'm getting beaten right now. Kirby's so jovial. I've only seen Kirby, like, Kirby only gets angry when the eyebrows come in. When Kirby just magically grows eyebrows and gets angry.
Other than that, he's just, it's like he's never like experienced these things, you know? So
Never.
he's just like taking something out of it. He's treating this as a learning experience.
This is
like,
a new
wow,
experience.
I'm getting hit. Damn, that's so cool.
Either way, though, it's going to be putting St. Peter's up 16-0 currently for Ryder. Ryder has a chance of tying this up, but only if they three-stock.
Yeah. The classic.
Every week. It won't happen. It will not happen. There's no shot. But Ryder University can still play for points. This is the end of even the first season, so I think after this, all the teams just get a break. and the points get racked up, so they have some time to, you know, practice over the winter break or handle finals and do whatever business they need to do. So get it done.
Get it on. Alrighty, gamers. With that being said, we're gonna quickly cut to a little break as we wait for the next match to fill on up. So don't go anywhere quite yet. See you in a sec. Hello gamers, welcome back. We're done with the button check, so you know what that means. We got a nice, fresh, delicious, hot and ready, fresh
Delicious.
from the oven match coming up for you. So as a quick little reminder of what happened, Rider University just lost 3 consecutive sets to the Falcon Force from St. Peter's University.
Right, baby.
They did their job. Now it's time for the cleanup crew. We got 5 points representing St. Peter's, the Byleth, going up against TLA.
That's right. And TLA playing Sonic Byleth. It'd be interesting, to say the very least, honestly, for both of these schools. Byleth is kind of slow. Falcon is, and Sonic's pretty fast. But what Byleth has, what Byleth lacks in speed, more than made up for by great out of shield game, consistent punishes, and really, really good tippers on moves. Plus that uppie that is not a command grab, but it's still pretty good for converting. So it's really just going to be about how 5 points is going to play out of shield and how well 5 points can anticipate and react to a lot of TLA's approach game, because Sonic just wants to hit and run.
Goodness. And 5 points is a good exhibiting a pretty good job, just getting some really, really big important hits in, but whiffing into range of like Sonic. He can like just gently play back, micro space around you, and then dash right in. Typically, neutral is such a difficult move to punish. Sonic's able to uniquely get in there, and 5 points has been struggling with whiffing it. So you really got to know your ranges a little bit more, what you can press and what you can't.
It's true. Ooh, TLA trying to maybe sneak by. And really, there's one thing we know about TLA. TLA is in love with the F smash. Very, very good at using it to whiff punish too against overzealous opponents. However, 5 points really going to be one of keeping TLA out of mid-range or just aiming to hit that fail knot out of shield. Or that bow spin out of shield. Who knew a bow could be a weapon itself?
If I played Sonic, I would love F Smash too. That move is huge. It is way too big. And
Really
oh my
good.
gosh, what a sequence of events. Going great into it, and TLA maybe letting it rip a little bit too late.
5 points is trying here. One thing we haven't really seen is fail knots, the bow and arrow shot to really stifle approach game. I know it's very slow to come out, but it's a good zoning tool when the opponent is waiting a little bit too long. Also a good thing to use out of hit stun because it does allow you to drift ever so slowly downward. So definitely a good mix
I
up.
just feel like TLA is just able to get through so quickly, just easily like jump over and get right into 5 points his face. And now the challenge is actually getting out of the corner. 5 points is opting for a lot of dashes, which I feel like Violet doesn't really get that much out of it besides like a dash attack. In the same way that Sonic benefits from dashing.
You need to really be able to link into it. Standalone, that move is not like a favorable move. It's very laggy, has very slow startup, not safe on shield, so you can get punished for it. But if you use it in tandem with a knockdown or to tech chase, that dash tech is extremely powerful and it's really good.
And I love how perfectly TLA edge-guarded 5 points there, just got under the fail knot, right? Was just able to track 5 points beautifully, but what a catch. 5 points' accuracy today is so on point.
Yeah. And 5 points is definitely another player who we've seen, you know, week in and week out be a little different, just by the nature of Byleth and how a lot of people still have not yet to develop matchups with Byleth. Super duper hard yet, only because we see MK Leo at the top level playing.
Okay.
But we're not going to be watching any more of this match. We're canceled. It's over. For now, at least. Either way, we have some technical difficulties ahead of us, so while we get that sorted out, we're going to shift to a quickie. Oh, you have one more thing to say?
One more thing to say. Magi Free Summit. Go use your Summit, vote for Magi. That's it. We'll cut to a quick little break as we wait for this match to conclude. See you guys in a sec. Alright, that was a pretty short break. I guess the match was able to conclude, and would you look at that, 5 points, actually going to be losing to TLA. TLA going to be taking it with a 2-stock lead. Rider University, 2 points onto the board, but you know what that means? Now there is no potential of a tie whatsoever, because you would need a quadruple 3-stock, which does not happen since Ultimate is hard.
Guess they better start calling them 2 points.
Nice one, Sean. I'm very real proud of it. Nice. You should write it down to use it for next time, actually.
There won't be a next time.
Yeah, this is the end of the season.
This is the end. This is the end of the season. At least the half of the season. I don't know how this works.
The season half, before we go on a little intermission. So that's why.
You know when your favorite TV show is halfway through and they're like, oh, we're going to take the time to make the rest of it.
When Attack on Titan, like when that first part ended of the latest season, it was my entire structure to life. Every day, I would wake up thinking to myself, oh, 6 days until Attack on Titan Sunday, 5 days until Attack on Titan Sunday, 4 days. And then it was Sunday and it was great. As soon as that was taken away from me, my entire sense of structure and schedule is gone. It's gone. So I'm still resentful and scornful from that.
That's why anime's bad, kids. It'll crush your dreams. That being said, I love anime.
Love them. Can't get enough of them.
Can't get enough of those anime things.
When does it return Super Hollies in chat? That's a great question. I would not be able to tell you. Maybe in 2022. Okay.
We going to Kalos.
We got a Kalos. Big stage. You got some nice sides that you could also tech on if somebody just so happens to spike you. But I feel like this is still kind of a stage that benefits TLA.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, really, if TLA isn't really the runaway type of Sonic player, also 5 points. All you got to do out of that, buddy, is just side B.
Yep, it's gonna be consistent. It's gonna be good, consistent damage. Down is, I believe, DIable. So you just gotta know that situation. Gotta be ready for it to happen.
Up B, side B, really good to use at low percents. At higher percents, it's a little bit more ambiguous what to use out of the tether up B. You can either get a down air out of it, you can either do an immediate nair, you can also do back air if you hit the untechable correctly. Really, you just have to react accordingly after a certain point. MK Leo makes it look super consistent, but you pretty much have to react towards later.
It's tough, yeah. You gotta, there's, it's a pretty difficult situation. You gotta understand. 5 points trying to call out a jump that really wasn't there right now. TLA just sitting in shield so patiently. 5 points swinging, and that gave TLA the opening that they needed to be able to get back to center stage, just chilling and hanging out.
Oh, yeah. One thing I want to see 5 points do a little bit more is just Link. Like, Violet has very consistent combos. If you get the right drag down of neutral air, you just have to be able to really string along after that. Well, albeit it can be hard at around 62%, Violet is a character of consistency, meaning if you hit everything correctly with him, he will yield good results.
And now 5 points just maybe struggling a little bit to pin down TLA, and I just feel like it's because Violet doesn't have that many tools just to be able to poke at you gently. But what an up B. You always have to remember that Violet has the potential to reverse you, unlike any other tether in the game.
Not noticing TLA punishing with too many up Bs springs to catch out of the tether right there, but regardless, it's going to be finding that F smash to even this game up right here. And honestly, TLA did a really great job game one, so I want to see if 5 points is going to be able to adapt out of shield. That was an insanely good parry right there by 5 points.
We're just going into getting that dash attack, finds that first forwarder, and now the question is TLA going to be able to do it? Ends up bouncing onto the stage and not auto-locking onto 5 points. I am kind of surprised that happened that way.
Still relatively even as we're going right here. TLA, though, getting 5 points off. We do see the spring come out, but 5 points managing to use double jump pretty high up and catching there. Violet can make it back from almost anywhere.
Yep. Oh, but that was one denial. Did not get the other one that TLA needed just to be able to keep 5 points out there, and now has to make it back from the corner. 5 points just really never anticipating where TLA is going. I feel like TLA is just sitting and shielding and jumping and then making it to safety.
Ooh, that will be another stock, though. Really good link into that forwarder right there for TLA. 5 points looking like at the end of his rope during this set right here.
Oh
God!
Neutral gets up right into it. It is Wi-Fi. You have 1 frame of vulnerability on neutral get up. So the timing on that is going to be so difficult.
Ooh, it's a shield break, though. And we are going to see the down B or another down smash that will kill. 95% pretty high. And 5 points somehow just robbing each stock as they come. You know,
Honestly,
The first up B, and then that shield break.
But I like that shield break. I really like the down smash because TLA was constantly sitting in the shield in the corner, totally content with eating the grab because they would just set up into another edge guard. So honestly, that was just like a hard call out from 5 points saying, hey buddy, you can't be doing this. You gotta know the situation. You can't just autopilot you out of shield.
5 points now reaching critical percent here. Oh, that forward air might steal the whole game right there, honestly, but it is Byleth at the end of the day. That tether has such a generous range to reach back to ledge a lot of the time, but TLA doing such a great job of catching 5 points as landings every single time.
Just really fishing for some of these falling back kills. 5 points caught onto it quite well.
God.
I like that spot dodge, recognizing, hey, my shield is tiny. This could easily shield poke me. Is this it?
I don't think so. Not yet. So though we do see the tether coming out once again. Ooh. 5 points not falling for any of these springs falling. And Byleth can do it. I've seen Byleth steal some pretty early stocks with that timber. That will be it though.
Yeah. It's consistent. That's the way, you know, you find those kills as Sonic. It's really important that they had the execution for it, and TLA had it. Just was able to nail it each time.
That is going to be our fourth set going to TLA. You know, getting some points back for Ryder, at least a little bit. 5 points doing their best, but at the end of the day, you know, TLA, very, very sturdy, very, very stable player, very consistent with just kind of closing out. Even with the ignorant gameplay towards the end of fishing for the same move over and over again, TLA doesn't falter. Like TLA knows how to pick it up off the ground right after that.
Yeah, it was just a solid, consistent game for TLA. Found all the kill confirms, was just found like a good amount of whiff punishes. Had like the right idea for edge guarding 5 points a couple of times, but you know, just down B into 4 leader, side B into 4 leader is always just going to be the best friend. And with that being said, that is going to be a couple more points for Ryder University. That's going to be putting them 5-16. As we do wait for the final two opponents, Cuffy and Fiery Dark Blood.
Fiery XX. Fiery Dark Blood _XX.
It's so good. I love that tag.
It is a good tag.
So when we do come back, we are also going to have XX on all of our tags just to help make it a little bit more topical. We'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes, so don't go anywhere quite yet. Gamers, hello. Welcome back.
All purpose. Have you seen that video? Have you seen that version of the low tier god video? No.
I'm looking at our text, yeah. Alright, gamers, I am
my God, you went crazy.
Duramgo, capital X underscore, capital, lowercase, not underscore.
Oh my God.
We don't have any underscores, unfortunately, so maybe not all that legit. So, you might be asking, why do we have so many X? Whoa, what's going on, buddy? Why are the tags so edgy? Well, let me tell you, we got fiery dark blood coming into play. And I would like to say this again. My appreciation for Fiery Darkblood's tag is it's my own emo self coming out. Look at the way that I am dressed. I have arm socks. I have red and black thigh highs under these pants. I have a big oversized t-shirt.
That cold in your house, huh?
Yeah, it's actually quite cold in here.
Pretty
My
cold.
heater's
Uh-huh.
not
It's pretty
well.
brick.
Yeah. It is quite brick.
That's
so.
sorry.
Basically, the point that I'm really trying to get at is I love your tag, and it makes me so happy seeing you play each time. So here we got
Okay.
the Cuffy month. What's going on?
So I'm a big Cuffy fan. Shouts to Cuffy. He's been showing up in my stream every time I stream and just starts off with I'm Cuffy. And we'll decide to stay for however long he deems necessary. I'm a big Cuffy fan. But we got Fiery Dark Blood on Yoshi. You know, only the most apt tag for a Yoshi player. And Cuffy with the Marth. Honestly, looking kind of nice right now to start off with.
Yeah. Oh, but that down air is going to be so huge, setting up into a bit of a juggle, but Fiery Dark Blood just opts. You know, I'm just going to say FDB because it is a bit of a mouthful. FDB just opting to go to catch some of these landings since Cuffy is constantly pressing some buttons preemptively.
So with that down air specifically, the optimal way to get out of that down air is literally just SDI up. You will pop out of the top of it almost every single time. You'll not take the full range of damage. That move is not as good as people think it is. It's good for killing off the top, but you can SDI out of it fairly easily.
Very surprised that Cuffy died there. It did seem like he might have been able to live with just maybe holding in a little bit more, but either way, 86%. One good Tipper side B should be able to do it. Get up a little bit higher. Tipper F tilt will be the best friend, but therein lies the biggest issue with Marth. It's how do you actually get those kills? There it is.
Cuffy just saying, this is probably F smash range. I'll let it rip. We'll see what happens. I'm Cuffy. He's definitely Cuffy.
That's him. That's the one and only. And there it is, a classic. The Yoshi gets a jab at the edge of the stage. What are they going to do? It's always going to be floating.
Oh, yeah.
Every single time. They just want to catch you jumping back on after. They know that everybody is always really jump happy in that position. Now, FDB being really patient at ledge.
Yeah, for real. FTB's coverage has been super good, just tracking with the nair excellently, playing out of shield really well. One thing I want to see Cuffy start doing is actually grabbing more. You know, a lot of Yoshis know that they can't get shield pokes, so they tend to play in shield a lot, waiting for that nair. You kind of want to mix it up at that mid-range with going for dash grabs here or there. A lot of Yoshis will not think to react to it a lot of the time.
And while Yoshi back here not going to be killing quite yet, it is from center stage, and now Cuffy going to be stuck at the ledge for a little tiny bit. No!
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's not what you want to see. You're Cuffy. You're Cuffington.
The one and only. Nobody does it quite like him.
It's true. And I'm assuming Cuffy went Marth instead of DDD just because it's there, you know, St. Peter's is up by a considerable amount. There's really no shot that Riot University is going to be able to make a comeback here. So Cuffy experimenting with the secondary, which I'm cool with, but Fiery Dark Blood is going crazy right now.
Yeah. I will say that Cuffy kept on going to drift to the ledge in the really same way when he was going.
He did not
through
want to
those
do that
recoveries.
against Yoshi at all, ever.
Yeah.
Yoshi has the airspeed and, you know, fat head to be able to do runoff fair and connect it more times than not. Look at how close to the ledge that coverage goes and how slow Cuffy was really making it back to stage. We didn't really see attempts at mixing up the recovery high because
Air
Cuffy...
dodge. You have enough time just to be able to input an air dodge at that point, just maybe drifting a little bit closer to the stage where Yoshi can't really space that floater. Also, I want to just see this Tipper F smash one more time.
Yeah, it was beautiful. That was perfect spacing, literally.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't that first stock. It was this one.
Here you go.
So got
Back
the jump
air. No more armor. F tilt is at perfect spacing, pushes Yoshi back slightly, and actually the overextension right there with that grab right there. That really gave Cuffy that F smash. Timper F smash, while being very satisfying to land, it's hard to land.
Would Yoshi have gotten hit had the grab not been?
I don't think so.
Wow, but it's actually this. This was the important interaction. It was the fact that, you know, Mario,
Charge up.
yeah, almost every single F smash in the game, you can just sort of, you know, your entire body pushes back. So this
You reel
is pretty
back.
much, yeah. This is basically true for most of the cast. So just knowing that you can like whiff punish with F smash in that kind of situation is so big, because look at that tongue.
That's a big tongue right there.
Yoshi looks so silly. Why does he look like that?
Yoshi's a goober, dude.
Yeah, not FDB, but just Yoshi himself is like a nerd. He's like a dweeb.
The grab box too on the tongue actually extends slightly past it. There's like a second box on it. Okay, we're here for it. This is your heaven, right, Dar? This is what you wanted?
Yeah.
Are you happy about this?
Every day I prayed that this was my reality, and here I am.
I like how you
Dittos.
changed
They're
your wording.
goofy, they're funny. I love it when Gordo interacts with one another. You know why? Because that is a transcendent hitbox interacting with a projectile that has a hitbox. They can trade, they can hit each other, sometimes they don't, and it's the funniest thing ever. Because there is so much complexity that there is no way you can actually predict which way it sends. But if you do time the hammer swing nice and close to yourself, you'll always hit it back because you have your own, you have your own disjoint hitting it like a bat.
Oh, I wanted to see them keep going. I wanted to see who was gonna crack first.
So also, in this matchup, really important, shorty hop inhale is gonna be so huge for you.
Oh, yeah.
Because it goes over grounded inhale, so you'll always win the inhale war every single time if you just go for the aerial one.
He's really going for these big commitments right here. You know, Cuffy not really letting it happen. These inhales are good counterplay to these Gordos, but you have to pick your spots really wisely, especially if you're as big as DDD is. Oh, but they both want it.
And it's like the best skin too, man. I'm living it up. I'm having an excellent time right now, let me tell you. This is the content I wanted. Ooh, Cuffy trying to cheat a little bit with like that J dog over the ledge. Does not get it. And really good edge guard from FDB. So FDB with a stock lead right now.
But not for long. Really good up air by Cuffy, good tracking. DD's airspeed isn't great. So it's really important to snag him out of the air when you have the opportunity to do so. Those jumps are big. He can go quite far, but he is very slow and very big. So you should honestly attempt to try and call him out of the air once you know he's getting close to landing.
This matchup is so funny.
It's such a goofy matchup. This is one of the goofier Dittos in this game. I mean, Dittos are goofy innately.
Sometimes
Cuffy.
not. Sometimes
Yeah.
they either like completely counter each other, and it's like very like slow paced. But what a beautiful edge guard from FDB. Gonna be getting that dash attack as just Cuffy left himself so vulnerable. You have super armor on the rise, but when you're descending, you don't.
Is Cuffy gonna get beaten at his own game? My question. This is pretty much set point for Fiery Dark Blood right here, and FDB's been doing such a good job already of anticipating what Cuffy's been doing, calling it out, and managing to take stocks. Oh, here we see the Jet Hammer. Uh-oh.
What is happening? It's like they're playing a game of tennis. Oh my goodness. And Cuffy said no more tennis, just jumped over the net and hit FDB in the face with the racket.
Thank God we have the name tags that come up, because I would not be able to tell which one was which.
You can tell by the playstyle, by the feel, Sean.
That's true.
Gotta feel it out, buddy.
That's true.
Being really patient from the ledge right about now. Gonna be getting man, they're just having a good time.
They're balling.
They're balling, literally. They're playing tennis.
They're balling out of control right now. Just the Gordo interactions are so funny. As our technical director said, ball is life. Oh my God. Trying it all. Not going to get the stage spike hitbox right there. This is looking very, very scary for FDB. Gotta watch their landing.
The directional air dodge, yeah, because that will hit above the platform. They're just constantly passing it back and forth. There is going to be the trade, but finally Dark Blood goes for the inhale, was able to spin it back out. Cuffy lands, gets a really good hit of it, but not able to follow up off the Gordo.
Oh my god, the constant Gordo hitbox on the edge actually hitting back the Gordo right there. Cuffy, though, one more fair, knocking on Death's door. Are they going to be able to make it back? Oh! I didn't know you could actually get that. I thought... Because DDD has weakness on the apex of his jump, right? On the top of his head. So you can realistically spike him out of it almost every time. That was a 2-frame?
Won, by the way. Let's go,
Cuffy
let's take a look.
Cuffy won that one.
Take a look on the replay really quick. Like,
Cuffy gets hit right here. Super Armor's through it, but the 2 frames with the down air right there.
Oh wait, my replay thingy was a little bit decent. Oh my goodness. So let's just watch this, play this back, and then... Bop.
Phantom footstool into 2-frame.
Was it a 2-frame?
Yeah, so the grab ledge animation right there.
Boop.
That's actually really tragic that the 2-frame happened right there. DDD's so big.
Look how funny he looks. He looks so funny. Moments before death.
His head is just embedded inside the battlefield.
This looks like a thumbnail for a Watch Mojo video.
Oh yeah.
Top 10 moments.
DDD edge guards.
Top 10 moments before tragedy. We need a text tool. We need a text tool so bad.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Logo? Hold on, let's go look. I'm looking this up now.
The O and smile are in the J. Like the smile is the J.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna clear it. We're gonna clear it.
Mojo.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut you out for a second. We're gonna have to do the Watch Mojo logo correctly. It's like.
Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah.
It's just a guy. He's smiling. And then there's like a here, and it says .com.
This is such a good collaborative effort right here. Wath Mojo. There you go. Grab the spear. Very cool.
Please unmute your mic so everybody can hear you. Please. I wanna try cast this. You wanna try cast this, Dev?
Hey guys.
This is a lovely producer, Devin. Everybody in chat, be nice. Say hello.
I'm gonna deliver some pretty dumb stuff.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm here for.
I'm
glad
to have you with us on the mic, Devin.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having me. Alright.
Not a commentator, best commentator.
Yep. That's
the classic. Doosh. Dead.
Oh boy.
Oh my. Alright. We're here for it. Cuffy sticking to the DDD, not wanting to throw the set away.
Technically not legal.
Alabash is not legal, but I won't tell. I won't tell if you won't, Devin. I won't snitch.
We're gonna run it!
Okay, can I talk about this for a second? Because this is so funny. The game lags when Gordo interacts with any of King K. Rool's automated stuff. Like, it takes like a second, especially with neutral air. The game like pauses as it like decides what needs to happen.
This is also a battle between royalty. 2 kings. One a pirate king, the other one the king of Dreamland.
That was so active.
You think King DDD is a good ruler?
I mean, considering that Kirby rebels every single game, I would say no.
Well, DDD just wants food. That's what most of the plot lines have come up to, right? He just likes food.
Yeah, but he's doing it in like the Clash Trader kind of way by taking it away from everybody else. Okay.
Not a very good monarch. He doesn't have my vote.
Well, he's a monarch. He wouldn't even take your vote, period.
This is... Also, these projectile interactions are absolutely insane right now.
Oh god, this is one of my favorite matchups in the game because it's so funny, and Cuffy gonna be arguing through the downer as finally Dark Blood just descends to the death.
There's one thing my mom always used to tell me when I was a kid, Dara, is that you can't stuff the cuff.
I don't think my mom told me that at all. But
really?
I guess we had just really different
Time to change.
I'm Jewish. What can I say? We don't raise them like that.
Dude, it's actually so... I feel like this matchup might actually be terrible for King K. Rool because literally every... Like, Crown is such a good initiation tool for K. Rool, but Inhale just reverses it completely. We finally found it, folks. A winning matchup for King DDD.
It's pretty evenish. There's definitely like a lot
Hey,
of like,
that's
counterplay
not
that
fair.
look for-
Dede has a winning matchup against my patience.
Oh! Yo, drag down up air and up tilt. No one doesn't like the cup stick.
So that was really good. That was really good. Depending on the spacing, that could actually be pretty true because if King K. Rool didn't fully touch the ground, then he doesn't actually have the opportunity to air dodge. Or to be able to get shield out in time. So let's see. Is King K. Rool already on the ground here? Is he already past his landing lag? Yeah.
He's just
So
sitting there with his stupid.
He's chilling.
just looking at him.
I'm bad again. Two best friends leaning on each other.
It's just like he was going in for a hug, and then King DDD just headbutts you.
So yeah, that'll be it for Rider University here today. Unfortunately, as Cuffy does manage to clutch it out against Fiery Darkblood's K. Rool. Leaving us at I believe that was a 3 stocks. That was 1 + 4 + 2. That's another 6 points, I believe, on the board for St. Peter's as they close it out.
Yeah.
My God, I can't do math, but they won by a lot, 22-7.
22-7. We are going to be figuring out whether or not we will be conducting an interview. So it does seem like we are going to be doing an interview with St. Peter's University. They did ask, so we shall indeed give. In the meantime, gamers, once again, congratulations to St. Peter's. We are going to be getting somebody here shortly. We'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes, so stay tuned. I'm Dara.
I'm Tuffy.
We got an interview happening, so unfortunately no Kim, slight technical difficulties, they happen sometimes. So anyways, we got Cuffy representing St. Peter's University, who were your victors in the match up against Rider University. Cuffy, how are you feeling about it, my friend?
I was feeling confident going in as Marth, so I kind of got a little destroyed, and I'm like, alright, I gotta go back to the tried and trusted DDD.
So tell me a little bit about that. I've never seen you actually play Marth before. Granted, I have not been here for the last couple of weeks. Don't know if you pulled it up before. But tell us a little bit about that. Why? How recently did you pick him up?
I think I actually mentioned it to you back in Xeno back in July about playing Marth.
Ooh.
But I just was like, I lost last week, and I'm like, I'm not really feeling DDD as of recently. I actually had no DDD practice this week. And I was just like, I like Marth, why not play him? So that was my decision.
You had some good tippers. I was seeing like lots of good spacing, so at least you got the basics. I think it was just what was going against you, I think, was just things that could be specific Yoshi counterplay and also just maybe more walling out Yoshi. But it looked good. It looked good. It did not look bad at all. So how do you guys... So we're at the halfway point in our season now. This is the last week before you guys get a little break. How do you feel about St. Peter's as a whole mid-season at the moment?
How do I feel? I feel that we definitely have a lot of potential. Our record doesn't really show it, but we have like a lot of phenomenal players. Like, Ricardo, Ramen, Sky, me, and like 5 points. We all have like really good potential, just our record doesn't really show it. As you can see with the Power Ranger Falcon Force just tearing through. I was actually about to go Falcon today too, just to make it 4 Falcon players.
Why not?
That would have been so funny. If you guys had a whole team of Captain Falcons, I definitely would have.
I think the other school would have been shaking. But you guys got him. You got him good today.
We did, yeah.
So another question, pretty much outside of Smash. What are you looking forward to for the little break that's coming up for you guys?
I'm planning to take them to Xeno, hopefully.
Hey.
Hopefully I could see both you guys there.
I'll try to make it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be working a lot. I think that's another thing I'm gonna be doing, and just trying to stay consistent, because consistency was a little bit of my hard spot this season. If you look at like my last year's record to this one, it's like a little, there's a big gap, but I'm gonna try to look for consistency.
And I guess before we close off, do you have any people you want to shout out? Because it's going to be the last time that you're on the stream for a while. Anybody that you'd like to shout out? Anybody that you'd like to plug? Anything that you would like to plug? Now's the time.
Shout out you guys. Thank you for everything you guys have done. You guys are real homies. Shout out Sellout. That's my boy. Shout out Slamist. Shout out Box. I wouldn't be playing without them. And
Yeah.
that's about it.
Felt that. Absolutely.
One last thing. Fox.
That's it. That's the entire thought, and then he just hung up. Okay, interview's over. Thank you so. I guess okay. Love that. Gamers, thank you so much for stopping by for DePaul. Ooh, excuse me. You're gonna update that a little bit soon, Devin. 3000. For St. Peter's University going up against Rider. That's our producer keeping me in check, making sure I memorize the names of the schools. We will see you guys in just a couple of minutes with DePaul going up against the University of Colorado. So don't go anywhere quite yet. Maybe get some water, maybe get a couple of snacks. We'll see you guys in just a little bit. Stay tuned.